Guys, holy crap, I'm home and it's 4:41 and there's daylight. Although you can't see it because I turned on the lights in here, because if I just opened the window, like, it would be super dark. But still, there's daylight when I'm home and I'm done with my homework, because my calculus homework took up like this much space. Which, I mean, last time it took up like 3 pages. So, 4 questions, this much space. I was very grateful. I don't really have anything to say this week, because you guys all just, like, performed things. And I can't perform things because I can't play an instrument. I guess I could sing something anyway. So you know how you guys are, like, super musically talented and you sing stuff and all that? Well, see, I'm not, but I was gonna sing a thing anyway, and, like, I did, and I like, recorded it on the camera. And then I was just editing it just now, along with the rest of my video, and, like, my voice wasn't good. Just, like, it's never, but, like, I was gonna put it in there anyway, but there was, like, this super high-pitched whine that went along with every single, like, thing that I said, and it was really just awful, and I can't put that in a video, because it was, like everything. I'm sure that that'll provide the whine, as well as my, like, attempted mimicry of it, but it was terrible. The whine and, you know, my actually trying to sing. Both of them were. But, so, like, yeah, I'm just gonna not have it in there, and I'm gonna have this me talking here now instead. And so if I reference it later in my video, which I might, I don't remember what I said completely, but that's why. That's why it's not here. And this is the future from the other stuff that you're gonna see in the rest of the video. So, and the funny thing is, you guys are all, like, super musically talented, and then I'm the one who had an audition today, which, by the way, went really fast. Because I only sang, like, a little bit. I auditioned for Madame Thénardier because she seemed like a really fun character to play, and auditioning was really, really fun, but I think I sucked. So, which isn't really surprising, since I'm not, like, good at this. But it was fun, so that's what matters. And it was funny because everyone was, like, asking me for the words, because I know the words for all the audition bits except Cosette. And I don't necessarily know all the Marius bits. But it's funny because Zach, I watched your video this morning with Bring Him Home, and then today, before auditions, my friend Tyler was like, "Brenna, do you know the Jean Valjean part?" And I was like, yes I do. I do know it. And I gave him the words, and I don't know if I screwed them up, and I really hope I didn't, because then he went in and auditioned. But, yeah. So everyone was like, what are the words to this part? What about this one? What about this one? So, I don't know. I'm good at memorizing things, but it's not really a useful skill to have when there's, like, I can't apply it to anything. But yeah, because I wasn't sure if I was going to have to, like, audition for Fontaine and Eponine too. Thankfully I didn't. Again, not surprised, but because I was learning the Eponine part today. Because I didn't know, like, the whole, the trees are barren everywhere, the streets are full of strangers part. I didn't know it. So, and then I learned it today, and then I didn't have to use it. But that means I'm just going to be, like, singing along with everybody. And we all love to sing the confrontation, because it's, like, the best. And I heard they're cutting that out, which just makes me so sad. I'm messing around with these batteries, by the way, that used to be in my camera, which is the noise. But yeah, like, my friends and I will just, like, shout it at each other. Valjean, at last, we see each other plain. Monsieur le Maire, you wear a different chain. Before you say another word, Javert, before you chain me up like a slave again, listen to me, there is something I must do. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. I should probably cut this whole bit out of me just going crazy. But, I mean, I've been having, like, a really weird day today. Because I've been, like, really good at, like, academic things. Like, I understood chemistry and I understood calculus. And then just I've been completely weird in other ways. Like, I can't hold a decent conversation or a decent video blog. So there's that. And I'm sorry about that. I apologize. But I think that's the Monday mood. Alliteration. Because I feel like I'm always kind of crazy in these videos. Sorry about that. So, responding to your videos. I didn't write anything down this time because it was just songs. So, Gino, your song was, like, amazing. Like, I never heard that song before, and hearing it in your voice, I feel like was, like, a great way to be introduced to the song, because you sounded great, and it seemed, like, perfect for your range and everything. Chris, I love that song, Linoleum by NoFX. I was introduced to it through the Streetlight Manifesto cover, and I feel like you've done, like, the prettiest cover of that song. In a good way. It sounded really nice. And Zach, Bring Him Home is, like, a super hard song, so the fact that you warm up with that is just kind of crazy. In a good way. Crazy in a good way. I keep saying these things that sound bad, but they're meant as compliments. Ah! Is our theme today, if you had an hour left to live, what would you do? Because I know Bryden suggested that. I don't know what I would do with an hour left to live. I would probably squander that time asking everybody else what I should do. Guys, I have an hour left to live. What should I do with the time? I can't think of anything. And then they'd give me an answer that I wouldn't really agree with. But I'd think, yeah, maybe, I guess I could do that. And then it would be like 10 minutes left, and I'd be like, guys, I've wasted it. That's what would happen. That's pretty much like how everything goes. And I don't say how you have an hour left to live, use your time well, would be anything less. Unless I was allowed to plan it, in which case I still don't know what I would do. Because I'd be like, I want to spend the time hanging out with my friends. And then they'd be like, but we're in college, or busy, or both. And I'd be like, fuck. That's what would happen. That actually sounded really depressing, but it wasn't supposed to be. It's just more of a, like, I don't know how to answer that question. Because I don't, like, I pray that I never have to find something to do with an hour left to live. What scenario would that be anyway? I get like 3 months left to live, you have cancer, or like there's a meteor hitting the Earth, you have 3 years to know about it, and we're going to try to prevent it as best as we can because we're NASA and we know about that before the fact because that's part of our job. But an hour, I mean, out of the blue, I can't think of a scenario where that would happen. Unless I was really, really injured, in which case there wouldn't really be anything that I could do except really try to live. Which I probably, presumably, would fail at. I'm putting way too much thought into the logistics of this question, I'm sorry. But I don't know what I would do. So this weekend I finished The Magicians, and I finished Old Man's War. They were both really, really good. I don't know if I held them into the camera enough. The Magicians and Old Man's War. They were both really good. They're really different from each other because this one is like, it seems to like play on the stereotypes of fantasy, and I liked that. It was fun. And this one was sci-fi, and it was like, I don't know how good the plot was, but the way it was written just sucked me in, and I really want to find the sequels for both of them, but I couldn't go yesterday because the library was closed on Sunday. I probably have way more footage for this than I expected, and it's probably not even worth watching, and I'm sorry, and I'm just gonna stop. Gino, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, are you guys gonna do the Supernote challenge? I mean, I know Zay's not doing a thing, because I still have a list. But it would still be really fun to do it for, like, something. I don't know whether I should do it for Geek and Sundry or for Wheezy Waiter, but I want to do it, just to, like, add to one of the YouTube-y things that I like. It would be fun. You guys should do it too. I wish that Zay was doing it, but Sports Racers was not. What noise was that? I don't even...